it's a bit hypocritical from Newcastle fans because Wissa literally just did the same thing that Isak did, but Vissa's getting the red carpet rolled out for him, and Isak's turned into the Judas. And
Well, that's what Liverpool did the same thing with Jet.
Absolutely, bruv. Listen, big up King Wissa, yeah? Yeah, and Isak, that rat, yeah, bro, listen, I hope you break your toe every week, bro.
This guy is unbelievable.
We don't condone any injuries or violence. I'm sorry. He doesn't mean it.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Isak, thank you, but fuck you. Do you get what I mean? It's just as simple as that.
Yes. He has to win one of the big two. You've been backed in the transfer window. You've got what you wanted. You said, listen, it has been the mantra for Arsenal. If we had a striker, we would have won the league 3 times. Yeah. We would have won the Champions League.
We would have won the
Intertoto Cup. We would have won the Ryder Cup. Yep. We would have won Wimbledon. That is what Arsenal was saying. That if they had a striker, you've got a striker now, right? Obviously, they just lost that trophy. We haven't lost to a Big Six team in 222 days or whatever it is, and 565 matches. You just lost that trophy over the weekend because Liverpool went and beat you.
6, I'm gonna go with Chelsea. 5, I'm gonna go with Spurs. All right. I like Thomas Frank. I think he will do bits at Spurs.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
4, Newcastle. 3, City. 2, Arsenal. 1, Liverpool.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Knightz and Roundtable Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. Got my guys, Tooth and ST in the building. How are you doing, people?
All good, man. We're back.
All good, bruv. Transfer deadline day. You get me? Doing it big out here.
I'm telling people, listen, look. Mandem has said it. It's deadline day. The transfer window has officially been closed. There is no more business to be done for anybody's teams. And I think, actually, to be fair, people were recording this the day before this comes out, obviously. I think Spain has still got another 2 hours, but there's no big moves going on out there at this moment in time. But yeah, transfer window shut. So people were going to be recapping, going through everything that's taken place on deadline day. It has been busy. Also going through the transfers that teams have made throughout the transfer window. And we're going to be summing up who's made the best deals, who's got the best outcome from these deals. And we're going to have the Mandem review their top 6 as well, see if they want to make any changes, because obviously we went through that at the beginning of the just before the beginning of the season. Now the transfer window's closed. We'll see if the Mandem want to make any changes or they're going to stick to what they originally picked. But listen, people, as usual, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up. At the same time, share. We are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. There's only one place to start. Hasn't been officially agreed. So if anything happens between now and when this comes out, then we're screwed. But we are technically going off what we know. I mean, if this collapses, then this is going to be the biggest collapse in transfer history.
Look, he's nodding now. He's been the judge. The judge is there.
I'm working on it, boys. I'm working on it.
But people, it has been an ongoing saga from this summer. I think it started from the middle of July, where Liverpool have been courting Alexander Isak. Newcastle told them no, he's not for sale. There was some back and forth between Liverpool approached them unofficially. Then Isak came out and basically said, "Yeah, bruv, I want to go in it. Like, I want to go." Newcastle said no. Obviously, we're going to get Tooth to go just recap. I know we've been through it once before, but because our video got taken now, so technically you lot haven't heard how Tooth broke it down. Well, so we'll get him to go through that quickly. I'm just going to summarize. There was an official bid that came in under 110 million pounds. it was rejected. Newcastle said no because they didn't believe the fee was high enough. And they said they can't sell unless they bring replacements in. They wanted 150 million. Obviously, we had the game between Newcastle and Liverpool at St James's Park, which finished 3-2 to Liverpool, which was a dagger in the heart because Liverpool were losing 2-0. Anthony Gordon got himself sent off. Newcastle came back, made it 2-2, and then Liverpool got the last minute winner. And then Liverpool took on Arsenal, beat Arsenal, a worldy free kick from Sabolsky. Everybody knew there was a bid coming. Everybody knew there was a bid coming, but I don't think people thought that it would have moved so quickly. And now we're at the stage where it is a British record, 125 mil plus 5 million in add-ons, 130 million pounds for Alexander Isak to Liverpool from Newcastle. Before we get our Newcastle man and hear from our Newcastle man and his thoughts, ST, British record transfer, beats Caicedo going to Chelsea. I think it was 2 seasons ago, 115 million pounds. We know what Liverpool are getting. They're getting a highly rated, had a centre forward, had a world-class season last season, helped Newcastle to win their first trophy in 70 years. Obviously has always had the potential, but we've seen it come to fruition. I think he scored something about, maybe Tooth can correct me here. He's got a good record. I think is it 50-something goals in 80-something games? I'm just going off the top of my head here for Isak. ST, we didn't want it to happen because it's kind of put Liverpool in the driving seat. But just from your perspective, this transfer, what are Liverpool getting? And is this the title race over now in the Premier League?
I don't know, Listen, Isak is a fantastic striker, He likes to drift in wide, but he also stays in central as well. He's a very good finisher. He can header the ball, he can hold the ball up, he can run in behind. But there is, you know what? People might disagree with me, and I know this is weird. I worry about Isak in this team because where are you gonna put him? You're gonna take off Katika, who I think is playing very well. You're gonna take off Gakpo. You're gonna have to probably take off Salah, who's playing the worst, and you're not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think as good as the team that, as good as a player as Isak is, I don't know if he'll do that well at Liverpool, and I don't think it affects them as much as people think it does. I think what they needed to, I know it's a very controversial thing I'm saying, but I think they needed a defender, a centre back. That's the one where I would have said, "Ooh, yeah, that's the problem." But we'll get into that. But the forwards, in the forward position, obviously Isak's an asset to anybody, but it's just about where you're gonna put him. That's what I kind of worry about. So I don't think the league is sewn up like everyone thinks. I still think Liverpool are still very vulnerable, but it will take a good team to beat them. But they're favourites, but I don't think it's sewn up. I think I still think there are teams there that could give a Liverpool run for money, but it's still a fantastic signing, though.
Look, I get what you said. Obviously, we'll get into the defensive issues that Liverpool are going to have. Because I think had that transpired, I definitely think the league was done. I don't even think it would have been close if they would have got that deal over the line. But Isak going in there, I think he puts them on another level. I understand what you're saying, where you're going to put him. If he's fit, he starts. Ekatike, unfortunately, I know they spent a lot of money on him, but he's just going to have to hold bench. I think that they needed Isak. I do, because when you look at it, it was Gakpo, Ekatike, Salah. I think that was it, innit? In terms of their proper attacking options in terms of the front three. So I think him being an extra body in that front three helps. obviously the amount of goals that he scored for Newcastle, and I think the biggest thing, ST, as to why I would have them favourites, even though I don't think the league is over, I agree with you, is that they've now taken the one striker in the league that caused the two best centre-back pairings nothing but problems. They've added a man that caused Van Dijk and Konate nothing but problems and put them in their team. And they've added the man that has caused Arsenal's Gabriel and Saliba the biggest problems in the league. They cannot deal with him. So you putting him into this Liverpool side is a massive. Is massive. Everything that you said, obviously, he's a good striker, can finish liquor. But I think taking him and saying he's no longer a problem for us, but he's still a problem for Arsenal. I think it's a great deal for him, and I think that he'll do well there. I really do. I think obviously I understand what you're saying about Salah. He's not looking like the Salah that we've seen the past however many seasons, but yeah, Isak doesn't do anything but enhance it. Tough on Ekitike, but he's still young. He's got time. He's going to have to hold bench, and obviously Liverpool being in awful competition still, I think that he'll get his chances. But look, listen, from Liverpool being on a high, and people will go through the rest of their signings in a bit, but we have to get our Newcastle man in here. Tooth, obviously, look, you are a man that said he can go as long as you get the money for him and the replacements for him. Obviously, it's still bitter because of the way how it's been handled and the way how he's carried it on, and it kind of feels like he's gotten his own way in terms of leaving the football club. But from your perspective, how do you see this Isak deal? As I said, British record transfer fee, you've got a lot of money for him. Unfortunately, he is going to Liverpool, but how do you see it from a Newcastle perspective? Did you get the maximum of what you could get for him and you're content with it? Or there's this feeling that we should have made him rot for 6 months because Liverpool would have still come in for him?
Bro, you just want to get this poddy taken down again, bro. Like, why have you even got me on here, bro? Like,
it's to get the views up. Come on, man.
Hey, no, bro. Last time, bro, it got no views because I went too ham, bro.
You didn't even go ham, bro.
You didn't even say anything,
bro. You hardly said a word, bro. Like, we're not censoring nobody. We're not censoring nobody, bro.
No, I'm cool about it, bro. Look, yeah, you man broke it down pretty well. Just want to add, like, there's been bare glazing, and I get it. It's Isak, and he's this mythical fucking striker. But one thing that everyone has completely overlooked,
I know what you're gonna say.
I know what
his
injury
record.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he's got a dead injury record. So I wish him nothing but thigh problems, broken toes. You get what I mean, bro? Twisted ankles. But it's all love, bro. As far as the transfer fee, look, that was the best we were going to get for him. Liverpool shagged everyone, and that is unfortunately the power that Liverpool possess in this day and age, especially in the English market. They're still small fish compared to Madrid. Do you get what I mean? So I think there's a bit of trauma going on. Like, hurt people. So like when Trent left to Madrid, like Liverpool and this whole Isak situation sort of compensated for that. It's kind of poetic, isn't it? And then the Wissa situation for us. So that leads me on to the replacement. So yeah, man, we got 130 million for him. I think he's the third highest transfer fee. Isn't it Neymar and Mbappe ahead of him?
And
that's it.
How much was Dembele?
100.
Could be. Could be. You could be right. I actually haven't looked at that. You could be right.
Yeah, he is. He is. So what I've got in front of me, if he's 125 or 130 million, he is above João Felix, who went for 113 back in the
Yes.
day.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we'll take that, man. We'll cash that, but we got shagged. Like I explained, we definitely got shagged. We should have got 150 million, but all things considered, it was time to cut him loose. We've got a better striker anyway, bruv. You get me? Bayer versus Merton Werker, bruv. You get me, bruv? We're out here, bruv. We're bossing that Yerman, bruv. You get me, bruv? Big up Voltamai, the Volkswagen Wolfgang out here. Represent, bruv. Yeah? And then we got my brother, Johan Wissa, bruv. Do you know what I mean? He loves Newcastle more than I do, bruv. Do you know what I mean? He was... Fam, I'm telling you, bro, he drove up there on some Peter Odden wingy thing, bro. Bro, he drove up there, bro. Bro, I've never even driven to Newcastle, bro. You get me? Like, this guy loves Newcastle more than I do, fam. So nothing but like a pleased, satisfaction, bro, that this kind of all wrapped up nicely as a Newcastle fan, because in the end, we bought a few players, bro. We bought Elanga, we bought Ramsdale, we bought Chow from Milan, we bought Wissa, Jacob Ramsey.
That's going to be a good signing for you.
Yeah, and Voltamada, bro. So, yeah, man. I'm very pleased, but we need to start getting results quick.
Listen, you're right. In terms of the signings, I think you lot had a good window. Obviously bolstered certain areas, replaced obviously players that have left. Will Wissa and this guy, I'm calling him Nick. Will these two
bro, you know what's deep about that, ST, yeah? Is that TJ studied German in high school as well, bro. Like,
and he found it.
No.
Yeah.
I got a C in German.
Okay, fair enough. But then I typed his name, yeah?
So you got Nick and Wissa, yeah? And I don't... Listen, Isak's going to be hard to replace, but I think if... the jury's out, obviously, on this Nick guy. Obviously, it came from left field, bruv. Like, when I saw it, I was like, who is this guy? But obviously, we've got our German correspondent in our group chat that obviously let us know that Bayern went in for him, but weren't willing to pay the money. And this proven in the Premier League.
Can I just quickly say something about our German correspondent? Yeah, yeah. You know when someone's pissed off, yeah, bro. You know when someone's pissed off, yeah, when all they're doing is just hating on this signing, pure hatred.
Them man have to deal with Michael Jackson, bro. So it's all right, innit?
No, bro. Listen, honestly, like he must be seething, bro.
Let me tell you something, yeah. I'm at work, yeah. My man is texting me like, "Oh, you paid too much for him. Nah, he's not worth that much. Nah, he's good. He's not Isak's replacement. Nah, he's gonna flop." Like, bro, I'm at work. Can we discuss this? Like, bro, he doesn't stop, yeah. And then literally when I get home, yeah, I'm on a phone call for an hour, bro. We nearly have a falling out because of this, bro. Like, this is how fucking upset my man is that they didn't sign him, bro. And now they're, like you said, now they've got to deal with Waxon, bruv.
Bruv, listen, if we're going to get onto that, bruv, that signing is fucking ridiculous. But, yeah, look, the jury's out on Nick and Wissa and how it's going to work. And obviously them playing in the Champions League and going on all fronts. So it's going to be, but it's a bit hypocritical from Newcastle fans because Wissa literally just did the same thing that Isak did, but Vissa's getting the red carpet rolled out for him, and Isak's turned into the Judas. And
well,
it's
like, absolutely,
bruv. Absolutely, bruv. Listen, big up King Wissa, yeah, and Isak that rat, yeah, bro. Listen, I hope you break your toe every week, bro.
This guy is unbelievable.
We don't condone any injuries or violence. I'm sorry, he doesn't mean it.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Isak, thank you, but fuck you. Do you get what I mean? It's just as simple as that.
Yes. I love that. I love that. I love that. But to obviously,
You lot are, sorry, before I finish, yeah, you lot are acting like Liverpool as well with the Trent situation. You lot are bad mind. You lot are terrible people. I swear,
Proper,
football fans are horrible people. But yeah,
proper,
go on.
proper. But do you
uh,
know? But do you know what it is? Yeah, Newcastle. You can't say that is uncharacteristic. Newcastle have always made noise about something they're unhappy about, bro. We've always been
Yeah,
that club, even from
I
Mike
rate you
Ashley days.
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I rate you lot for
like
that still.
so. It's just it's just the culture of the club. Like personally, bro. Personally, there are fans out there that I've spoken to that are like, yo, all the best, bruv. You know what I mean? You gave us a trophy, you gave us some
mm,
goals. We can understand you want to move on. It's calm, do your thing. But there's some of us that are just like, no, we're seeing red. You get me?
yeah,
That is not on our what. That's not going down on our watch peacefully, bruv, or gracefully. You get what I mean? But it is what it is. Like I said, we got Nick, yeah, and we got Wissa, and we got a bunch of other guys in the squad. Just need to start getting results
obviously
now, bro.
Bruno's still there, Tonali's still there. Obviously Joe
Of
Linton's
course.
still there. So yeah, but like I said, like when you look at what you've done in the transfer window, considering it's been a difficult transfer window for you lot, obviously Ekatike and Buemo, Sesko, amongst so
Pedro.
many others that have gone elsewhere or decided to stay
Mm,
with their
proper.
respective clubs. So the fact that you've managed to get so many deals over the line, obviously getting rid of the
Proper.
likes of Callum Wilson, Longstaff, Nebraska, Target, Lloyd Kelly as well, getting them off your books. And obviously because of the constraints of financial fair play, it's not been the easiest, even though you look at all the money in the world, but we know how we know how that is. So
Yeah.
I think you lot have done good business. To what's all right now that that's done, and this is what you're working with now. Is the expectation still the same for you, or has it changed now?
Yeah.
Obviously, you said earlier you need to pick up results. Obviously, we're only 3 games in, but it's not been the best start for you lot. But you didn't have a great
Yeah.
start last season.
Yeah.
People seem to forget that. But what's
Yeah.
the expectation? Is it still the same since the beginning of the season, or with these players, has it gone up? Has it gone
Yeah.
down? Like, what's the?
No. Expectation's still the same. You said it. There's been a pattern to the way we start every season. It's always a bit sluggish and hangover-esque, you know what I mean? But this season, it's all of those with the saga that we just went through.
Mm,
So it's all right. It's not like, code red, panic mode. It's like, all right, bro, we need to get a result to just wash away that bad taste
mm,
left behind from the summer. You know what I mean? Just like a result. This game, bruv. It's a results business. You're
yeah.
only as good as your last game. The moment you get a win, bruv, everyone's buzzing, and you just go off that. And the sooner the better, bruv, because it's not panic mode, but we've got a tough season ahead of us, bruv. And we can't be dropping puts this early. Like we need
Mm,
to be. This needs to be happening a lot later down the line, bro. When we're knee deep in like Champions League games and FA Cup games and Carabao Cup games, like we're competing on 4 fronts, bro.
yeah.
Um, Something that United can't really talk about, but hey. So I'm sorry, bro. Listen. Let me just say, yeah, big up my United brothers, yeah, because this season the reason why we're playing the Barcelonas and the reason why we're playing the PSGs, yeah, is because of Man United. So technically, yeah, I'm gonna extend this offer out to my Man United bedrooms, yeah. Is that no, you lot are in Europe this season. We are United, bruv, yeah. We are all united, bruv. You helped us achieve this. So I want to share the glory with you. Yeah. So when we play Barcelona and PSG, bruv, I want to see you with your Alan Shearer kits on, fam. You get me, bruv?
Yeah, it's never gonna happen, is it? I mean, I'll be
Bro,
wearing the real black and white on them Champions League nights, but
to me, I'm in relegation on all fronts. Innit? So, so, um,
Bro, you know what,
I
yeah? For ST, bruv, yeah? there just needs to be a solo podcast for himself,
bro,
by
by
himself.
myself. Bro, just relegation something. I don't know what it's called.
Listen, yeah, no, it's dark. It's dark. I can't lie. It's dark. Like there's no happiness for him in football at all.
Bro,
I
he's
mean,
not
we
even
got
going to AFCON, bro. He's not even going to AFCON.
Bro,
I know
no,
that's the
AFCON.
biggest stroke. That's why I said it's dark, bro. There's no light anywhere. There's no the World Cup qualifiers. That's all he's hoping
Yeah, that's
for
it.
right
We're
now.
doing
The World
really
Cup
well.
qualifiers.
We're doing really well in our group. We'll get through to the World Cup. But apart from that, for all you guys, my Spanish team is Seville. We just bought what's it called? Alexis Sanchez. But apart from that, he's like 55. They won their last game. Man United, I don't want to talk about them.
Yeah.
Ghana, we're not serious. Yeah, I was about to say something mad, but I was about to say something mad about Ghana, but
it's dark. We'll leave it there. It's dark.
Yeah.
It's dark. But two, like obviously for you. So what we saying? Top 4 and.
Oof, I would. Hey, if we get a top 4, bruv, I'll be doing backflips. But realistically, it is a top 6 fight, bruv, and and it will probably go down to the last game of the season, like it has the last few seasons. So, top 6. But what I really hope we achieve is another cup, not Carabao, but like FA. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It will be a nice graduation from Carabao to like FA Cup.
What are you saying? Champions League, yeah?
Hey, bruv, listen, yeah, I'm not working the judge yet. It's too soon, bruv. Too soon. But trust me, I've got something in store for them, bruv. I've got something in store for them as well, bruv.
Crazy.
They always put us in the group of death, fam. Always.
You and PSG have got a mad.
They've got it's a tough run of fixtures, but listen, that's why you want to be in it, because you want to be playing the best teams, and you want to be playing against the best competition. And as we're on here right now, it has been officially confirmed. The British transfer record fee for Alexander Isak to Liverpool has now been officially confirmed. So it's all done and dusted, pen to paper. He is going to be playing for Liverpool once we come back from the international break. And ST, when we look at Liverpool, obviously you said slight favourites, but Kerkez, Wirtz, Frimpong, the goalkeeper that I can't say, Ekatike. Yeah, that guy. Ekatike. Dave, listen, we're looking at, what is that? We're talking about looking at about 350, 400 million pounds spent by Liverpool Football Club. And they are on the front foot. Obviously, they've had outgoings. The Uruguayan and Darwin Núñez went for 56 mil. Trent, they got 10 mil for him. Kelleher, 18 mil to Brentford. Kwanzaa, 35 mil to Leverkusen. Ben Doak went for 25 mil. Morton went 15. Luis Diaz went for 65. And obviously we're waiting for it to be confirmed, but Harvey Elliott will be going on loan to Villa and an obligation to buy for 35 mil. So they have recouped money on top of the fact that, top of obviously the Premier League money that they would have gotten for winning the league. So it's not as though they've just gone out and spent 350, 400 million pounds and haven't recouped any money for it. But when you look at what they've got in, the fact that they are defending champions, they've done it. A few of these players have done it twice now. A lot of these players have got it once before. They are in the driving seat. They are the ones that everyone needs to beat. And obviously beating Arsenal on the weekend just confirmed that. As much as people want to talk about defensively how poor they are, they kept a clean sheet against Arsenal on the weekend. People are talking, obviously there is the concern because the Gay deal fell through. And that's where the concern will be for Liverpool fans. And that's what you're getting at to say why they haven't won the league. Because right now their centre-backs are Konate, Van Dijk and Joe Gomez. you trying to get through with only 3 centre backs isn't ideal. Obviously, I think they can put Endo as an emergency centre back as well. But we've seen from the days of must be Man United fans, emergency centre backs don't work. So I think that would be the only issue for Liverpool. I think everywhere else is covered. They've got 2 players to every other position. I can't see how they aren't the favourites, but that allows us to segue into the team that everybody believes that will be challenging them. The team that they did beat in the weekend on Arsenal. And Arsenal haven't had their hands in their pockets, right? They've gone out there. Kepa from Chelsea, 5 mil. Zubamendi, 51 mil. Norgard from Brentford, 15 mil. Marmaduke from Chelsea, 52 mil. Mosquito from Valencia, 13 mil. Gherkin, 63.5 mil. Eze, 67.5. And they just bought in Handicap from Bayern Leverkusen on loan with an obligation, with an option to buy. I think it works out to be something like 52 mil. So Arsenal haven't been sitting on their hands. They have said, just like we said in our poddy that got taken down, all they needed was a centre forward and they would be the champions. If they would have had Gherkin in the last 3 seasons, they would be on a 3-peat looking to match Manchester City for a 4-peat if they had a centre forward. They've got a centre forward plus they brought in a highly rated Eze, who obviously any of us would have taken, who can play. And Arsenal have always complained they've got nobody on that left side. They've now got Eze in along with Martin Kelly and Trossard. Obviously, they've brought in 2 centre backs. So when the Salibas and the Gabriels get injured, we saw Saliba go off injured on the weekend. They brought in Mosquito. He was there to cover. Obviously, Norgard. If something happens to Zubamendi, Norgard is there. Obviously, if something happens to Raya, Kepa is there. So, in saying that, ST, you said that Liverpool are only slight favourites. Is it Arsenal that you believe are the team that are the only ones that can dethrone them this season?
Yes, you know what it is? It's Arsenal, City. As much as bad as City started, bro, I can't rule them out for some reason. But anyway, Arsenal are second favourites. And they have no excuses, man. All these Arsenal fans gassing
No excuses, none.
All these Arsenal fans gassing about, oh, we don't have the players, we don't have the midfield. Look, you've been backed. You've been backed more than any other manager that I've seen in Arsenal's recent history. If you do not win anything, and where's the Arsenal fans? We have Arsenal fans in our group as well.
Bro, listen,
defend themselves?
Again, they were invited, and again, doing the Gherkin thing. They can't be seen, bro. They can't be seen, bro. Like, but I tell you now, if these scumbags, even if they win the Carabao Cup, they'll be on here shameless, bro.
Yeah.
They'll be on here shameless.
Every time Arsenal lose, and I told one of the people in the group, I said, I don't want Arsenal to go out early. I want them all to go into a final, or every final, Champions League final, last minute of the Premier League, FA Cup final, Carabao Cup final. I want them to lose in the last minute. I want to see tears. I want to see them suffer. And I'm gonna do a call in the group, and I'm gonna be doing this the whole time. I'm speaking, because I can't stand it. Listen, as much as we laugh here, our clubs are, well, me and TJ's clubs are mostly in the gutter.
Yeah, we're dead.
And Tu's team, a bit of annoyance with the Isak stuff as well. We always turn up here to take our lashings and stuff like that. We always show face. These Arsenal man, because they're the majority in our group.
In our group chat, yeah.
They never come in to you. Every time they have the biggest mouth to talk, and they never come in to actually take their lashes. So I want them to suffer.
But I want Arsenal, yeah, to get knocked out of everything early, bruv. Yeah. So it's just a whole season listening to excuses, bruv. You get me? This is here what I'm trying to tell you, yeah. I hope Man United wrap up the league by May, yeah. I
Guy's
hope
an idiot,
Bournemouth,
bro.
yeah. But I hope Bournemouth, yeah, win the FA Cup, blood. You get me, bruv?
What,
I
Semenyo,
hope,
yeah?
trust me on that, blood. I hope Brentford win the Carabao Cup, bruv. Yeah. I hope fucking Borussia Dortmund win the Champions League, bro. And I hope Arsenal get nowhere near it, bro. Or nowhere near nothing, bro. I hope by December their season is done, bro. That's what I'm hoping for, bro. So we can listen, so we can hear. What was it now? Was it a striker? Was it Arteta? Was it the goalkeeper? Was it
Was it
what
dog?
was it now? What was it? Yeah, was it the dog, bro? Like, what is it this time, bro? Because
Was it
they
Emiro?
deserve nothing. Bro, they deserve nothing, bro. They deserve nothing but stupid celebrations and fucking stupid songs and everything but success. That's what they deserve, bro.
Look, obviously, it's people you can see where these guys are coming from when it comes to Arsenal and their dislike of Arsenal. I don't have that. I need Arsenal to win. I need Arsenal. As I said, can't have Liverpool getting 21.
Yeah, I can't have Liverpool.
Can't have Liverpool getting 21. And unfortunately, from my perspective, it's all down to Arsenal. And I think with these signings that they have brought in, bro, there can't be any excuses. I think they've strengthened in everywhere department that they needed. We know that obviously in the group chat, the truth is saying they should have brought in Rodrigo as well. That was never going to happen with because with Mike L's love affair with Martin Kelly. But bro, they've got a centre forward. They've got a centre forward. The Eze deal we didn't think was going to happen. But as soon as Kai Havertz went down, they basically said, "Yep, Spurs, sit down, little man thing, bruv. Like, he's coming here because he's an Arsenal fan." Obviously, Zuma Mendy, they said they wanted that ball playing midfielder. Obviously, got rid of Jorginho, who was supposed to be that for them, didn't work out. And the defenders that they've brought in as well. Brought in, was it two centre backs? Yeah, two centre backs that they've brought in and strengthened. So if Saliba and Gabriel do go down, they've got replacements, and that's what this is. Obviously, we've got Jorginho gone, Tierney gone, Nuno Tavares, Tomiyasu, Partey, Kyrgios gone out on loan. We've just seen in terms of the breaking news that in the last minute, Forest have taken Zinchenko from Arsenal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Forest have taken Zinchenko from Arsenal. So Arsenal have
Lokonga and all these guys. Lokonga's gone as well.
Don't know. Well, nothing's been confirmed yet in terms of Lokonga and Reece Nelson was another one.
Lokonga's been confirmed.
Okay,
yeah, he's gone to
Reece Nelson.
Hamburg.
I think is still yet to be confirmed.
Yeah.
So as much as they've gotten people off the books and they've brought them in, I this is what Mike L's sixth year? Is it his sixth year? His fifth season? His sixth year?
Yeah.
Like, if you can't win the league with all of this, then I can't see where you're going to go from here, personally. I know a lot of Arsenal fans are saying as long as he wins a trophy. I'm sorry, with what he's done, with the squad that he's built and the money been spent, you winning the Carabao Cup is not the same as Newcastle winning it last season. Newcastle won it with Eddie Howe in his second year, I think. Or third year, can't remember.
Bro, even Palace, bro. Was it Glasner?
Palace with Glasner and the FA Cup. Like, look, if Arsenal were to win the FA Cup, I think he would still get he'd be dangling from the rope. But I could
Bro, he'll get
possibly
a
see them.
statue.
I think second in an FA Cup might get him another season, but Carabao Cup certainly can't. It's not the same as Newcastle winning it after 70 years. It's not the same as Crystal Palace winning a trophy after it was their first time winning a trophy. He has to win one of the big two. You've been backed in the transfer window. You've got what you wanted. You said, listen, it has been the mantra for Arsenal. If we had a striker, we would have won the league 3 times. We would have won the Champions League.
He's pulling out receipts, bro.
Intertoto Cup. We would have won the Ryder Cup.
Yep.
We would have won Wimbledon. That is what Arsenal was saying. That if they had a striker, you've got a striker now, right? Obviously, they just lost that trophy. We haven't lost to a Big Six team in 222 days or whatever it is, and 565 matches. You just lost that trophy over the weekend because Liverpool went and beat you because they had this great record where they were unbeaten in 6, drew 4, 1-2 against Liverpool. But at Anfield, their record is abysmal. I don't think they've won there since 2012 or some shit, right? There's no more excuses. That game was there for the taking, but Mike L showed
They didn't even try to win. They didn't try to win.
Exactly. And listen, you're going to live or die by this. This is it for the season. I don't want no excuses. We know Jay in the group saying Liverpool are clear favourites. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're clear favourites or not. You have come second 3 times. You have said, if I had a striker, this would be it. This is it for you lot now. If you don't win this, Mike L's got to go. Simple
as. Always the side chick Arsenal, never the wife. Foolish team, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. But listen, in terms
man.
of their transfer window, I rate it highly. I think they've had I think if Liverpool's had the best transfer window, Arsenal aren't far behind them with the second best in transfer window in terms of the signings that they brought in and the business that they've done. So listen, it's gonna be a top 2 race for them, for sure, 100%. But listen, let's move on to ST's third pick. He said it's going to be a 3-horse race, not a 2-horse race. Manchester City, obviously, brought in Reinders from AC, 8 Nori from Wolves, some underhand deal, Bettinelli with Chelsea. Don't ask me how that's obviously Shirky, Trafford as well from Burnley, who was supposed to, who people were saying could be the number 1 next season, but unfortunately, due to the fact that it is likely, hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's highly likely that Edison is going to Fenerbahce, and Donnarumma is coming in to Man City. ST, the Donnarumma deal, there has been a lot made of it, obviously coming off winning the Champions League with PSG. 26 million is in the last bit of his deal, but bro, this is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. However, the narrative is this isn't a Pep signing. It was just an opportunity that was too good to miss. So my question to you, ST, in terms of this Donnarumma and analyze what else they've brought in, is this going to work? Or is this just Manchester City saying, here, the hierarchy saying, here's a high-profile name, make it work?
I think it's the latter. I think that Pep and Enrique come from the same school of football. They're both in the La Masia Academy. Not the La Masia Academy, played for Barcelona. They like their everybody to be really good on the ball, including their goalkeepers. Donnarumma isn't that great on the ball, if I'm being very honest.
No, he's not. Well, not with his feet anyway.
Not with his feet. And I was very shocked but it makes sense for him in the sense that he's relatively cheap for what they would pay for another keeper to replace him. The hierarchy are probably thinking from what they've seen from Trafford, and I think Trafford's going to be a good goalkeeper, but I don't think they're ready. They think he's ready. So why not buy Donnarumma, who, even though doesn't really know the league, he is a world-class keeper. He was one of the main reasons why PSG won the Champions League last year. And I reckon what they're going to do is they're going to play him for a year or two, or make it a stopgap, and then until like Trafford gets his confidence up, then they'll replace him with Trafford. Or what they'll do is, I think Trafford will be like a cup keeper, and they'll put Donnarumma in the league. I could see that. Yeah, I think it was a market opportunity. I think they want strength in depth as goalkeepers,
I
and the
think
fact that yeah, go on.
I think they already had that because obviously I know Edison had a very shaky season last season, and obviously Ortega has been good for them, to be fair, because he's a forgotten man. Because remember, he's still on their books,
Oh yeah,
Ortega,
he is,
and
isn't he?
you remember he was the big reason why, not last season, the season before, away at Spurs, why they ended up winning the league. So we got to think about that, but. I think it is a market opportunity, but I don't agree with only having him for a year or two. I personally think that Pep's got to make it work, or Man City might move Pep on. Because Donnarumma's 26. It's not like he's Emi Martinez, 33 years old, only got a few years left, and then he's going to ride off to the centre. He's 26 years old. Bro, he's still got 10 years as a goalkeeper to be playing. So I think it's an opportunity that was, as I said, it's an opportunity that's too hard to turn down. And unfortunately for James Trafford, I don't think he's ever going to be Manchester City number one at all, unless the only way I see it happening is unless in 2-3 years time, Real Madrid and Barcelona come in and say we want him. And then obviously, then it makes it completely different because we know people don't turn down when Real Madrid and Barcelona come calling. But he's not a Pep goalkeeper. He's not very good with his feet. But at the same time, bro, from the performances that he had last season with PSG, I couldn't care less if you're good with your feet or not. As long as you're stopping that ball from going into the back of the net, that is all that matters. But obviously that deal's not over the line yet, people. As I said, we're recording early, so it could be done later on tonight or tomorrow. We watch this pace. Two for you there. I wonder if he's there.
Yo, I'm here.
But obviously, we're just talking about Donnarumma, but when we look at City's deal on a whole, obviously Reinders, Aït-Nouri, Cherki, James Trafford, obviously letting go of KDB, Walker, Grealish has gone on loan to Everton. They sold McAtee, Gundogan has gone to Galatasaray, and obviously Edison looks like he's going Fenerbahce. We discussed it obviously on the poddy, saying that Pep's in the middle of a rebuild, and this will tell us everything because he's never had to rebuild a team before. But based on these signings, I know ST said that he kind of has it as a 3-horse race for the Premier League. But from your perspective, do you think Manchester City are in the title race, or are they going to be, for the first time in a long time, in a top 4, top 6 race?
Bro, you know me, bro. Always, both Manchester teams are in the title race, bro. Every season, all right? But speaking on City...
I was going to say, technically, we're ahead of City, innit? So I can't lie. That's shameless. I can't.
Every season, bro, both United teams are challenging, bro. But speaking on City specifically, it's just hard to rule them out, bro, because they've shown time and time again that they can make a comeback, bro. And I know what you mean. Like, it is a rebuild because a lot of those players are not there anymore. De Bruyne's left, Gundogan's left, Walker's gone. Like, you know, that core of the Pep team is not there anymore. They've all moved on. So now he's got to bring in reinforcements to try and fill those gaps left behind by those players. Like you said, the Aït-Nouris, the Cherkis, Reiners. And I think he'll be able to pull it off, bro. Well, he's got a chance of pulling it off, bro. Again, I'm just going on the fact that they've done it in the past. Not to say that they'll do it again, but I just can't rule. I can't turn around and say like, yeah, they're not in a title race, bro. It's difficult. Of course, yeah, Liverpool favourites, But City and Arsenal, I think, are there, and I think City maybe even more than Arsenal, bruv. You get me? Simply because of Pep. Simply because of Pep. Pep's won shit, bruv. Arteta ain't won shit. You get what I mean?
I
City
hear
have a
it.
culture of winning. City have a culture of winning, bruv. Those players have joined wanting immediate success as well. Do you get what I mean? It's a different mentality, bruv. So I think a lot of that will play a part in how successful Man City will be this season, if they are successful, of course. If not, then we know, like, yeah, it was a stopgap season, like ST said. They needed to rebuild. They needed, like, similar to the year that Leicester won the Premier League. You know what I mean? Like, City weren't balling then. Do you get what I mean? They were not that good. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna say, yeah, City have a chance, bruv. City are in the race.
I don't give him a chance. For mate, there are some big issues there, especially defensively. There's some massive issues with City, but I
Akanji's
think,
going, isn't he?
yeah, Kanji to Inter.
Yeah.
It's not been confirmed, but I think it's likely that he's going to go there. But I think defensively, they've got massive issues. Haven't replaced Kyle Walker, Rico Lewis, Mateus. What's his name? Mateus
Matheus
Nunes.
Nunes.
He's not a right back, bro. But even more scary is in midfield how Brighton just outran them in midfield. How Spurs just outran them. They're like, there's no legs in that team anymore. It looks like the writing's on the wall. Obviously, I know they've got talented players, and some players need time to bed in. Obviously, Haaland's obviously still there, but I said it before, with no KDB, the service. And don't get me wrong, Reinders looks like him, and those two can develop something. I like the way how they've looked, but the service that he's not getting, and the fact that Pep still got Doku and Savinho, and they just don't look, bruv, they just don't look any good.
They're not Man City. They're not Man City
Yeah,
quality.
and
Yeah.
then obviously Shirky's now out. I think he's out for 2 months now with an injury, which doesn't help him at all. But I personally think that they're in a top four race. I think it's just between Arsenal and Liverpool. But I don't disregard what you man are saying in terms of the fact that obviously it's Pep. And obviously, there are still players there that have won things. Obviously, Ruben Diaz, John Stones. Obviously, Rodri's coming back now. When he gets into form, we know how good he is. Obviously, Haaland's won things as well. And obviously, Donnarumma. If this deal gets once this deal's over the line, brings that winning mentality as well, because he's obviously won stuff with PSG, and he'll make a big difference in that goal. Seen a lot of people say, again, you're talking about him with his feet, bro. Aerially, a lot of people are questioning him in terms of coming for the ball, and commanding his box on crosses. So there are question marks there, but it's going to be interesting for Manchester City. I think they're going to have one of them seasons in which we'll see how this transition goes and this rebuild goes, and what Pep can do. But yeah, it's going to be interesting for them, especially losing them players. But obviously, they've still got some very talented players in their squad. But let's move on to a team that seems to always get business done in the transfer window, as much going in as coming out, and that is Chelsea. Obviously,
Fuck Chelsea.
we've seen Chelsea again. Listen, them death row contracts. Everyone's willing to sign them, and they're getting deals over the line, and they're just making their squad better and better. Gittins from Dortmund, 51.5 mil. João Pedro, who's looked very good at the start of the season, from Brighton, 60 mil. Unfortunately, Liam Delap, obviously coming from Ipswich, getting that injury, 30 mil. That Hato, the talented Ajax youth, 38.5 mil. Obviously, what's his name? Esteban? Esteban, Esteban, 29
He's
mil.
like butchering people's names, bro. They're gonna come for you.
Crap Nacho, gone there, 40 mil plus 10%
the best
sell-on
signing.
fee for us. That's the best selling that we've had for a very long time. Listen, Dave strengthened. Dave strengthened. Obviously, they had the issue with, and we'll get onto what's happened with him, but they had the issue of Nicholas Jackson being really their only recognised centre forward. They've gone out and they've brought in João Pedro. Obviously, Liam Delap's gotten injured, so I think they've recalled Guru or what? Yeah, Giyu. They've recalled Giyu to help them out. Obviously, they've strengthened in the wide areas. Obviously, they had Central on loan, didn't work out. Obviously, they sold Marmaduke to Arsenal, so they bought in Gittins, they bought in Esteban. Obviously, Crap Nacho as well. Listen, I think they've done good business. I think Chelsea have done some very good business, and you see what they've got already. Caicedo's looking like that world-class player.
He's been looking like that for a while now.
Look, obviously, they've got Cole Palmer. I think. ST, how do you feel about Chelsea? Because I think when you look at that, I think they've done very well in the transfer market. However, centre back is still a question mark. They haven't got that and goalkeeper. So you're talking about two positions there that are very important, but they haven't replaced the Thiago Silva. Obviously, they lost. Who did they lose? Obviously, you got that. You got Fofana there as well. But yeah,
Cole's injured and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, Colwell's injured. That's it. Levi Colwell's injured. Yeah.
He's out for the season.
But when you look at it as a whole, bar that, it looks like they've done good business. How do you see their transfer window, and what are you expecting from Chelsea this season?
First of all, fuck Chelsea, bro. Like, we all know why. Like, fuck Chelsea. However, if you want me to give them credit, midfield and the forward line, it looks good. I can't lie. They've done their business swiftly and with no stress. And their outgoings are even more impressive as well, in the sense that they've been able to get the outgoings out for a lot more money than what these players are worth.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to give it to Boldy and his business sense, I have to say. And plus the contracts that they sign, the long-term contracts, so they pay the clubs a shorter amount of money in a smaller amount of time is very clever accounting. So business-wise, they know what they're doing. They still haven't addressed. That's the reason why I haven't put Chelsea winning the league is because of that. The particular fact that the goalkeeper they haven't replaced, he's still an issue. I think even though he started well, he's prone to mistakes, and the defense in front of him is not the strongest. Like the wing backs are very good. The right back, left backs,
Gusto and Kokonwa.
Cucurella, you got James to replace them and stuff like that. Even though he's injury prone, he's very good. But the centre backs, I'm not convinced they're gettable, and that's the reason why I think. And that was the main reason, even before, the reason why I think Chelsea are in the top 4 race and not a Premier League race. I think they'll be a very good cup side. I do think they'll do well in the cups, if I'm being honest. Like, the way that Chelsea play and their mentality, I think the cups is where Chelsea will get their most success. But in the league, I don't see them being consistent enough. I still think they will lose points where you think, wow, they should have beaten this team. But overall, their actual business, they can be happy with it, barring the defense and the keeper. A lot of Chelsea fans, I'm assuming, would want those two to be addressed, but we'll see anyway. We'll see.
Well, they didn't try to address the keeper situation. They tried to go for Mannion from AC Milan, but unfortunately, that didn't materialize. I think he's in the last year of his contract as well, if I'm not mistaken. So they could be potentially waiting for him to go on a free. I think we should be looking at that as well. But yeah, just to let you know, this has been confirmed, and it's been confirmed that Harvey Elliott has left Liverpool as well. So yeah, it's official. Obviously, we knew that these deals were done, but we're waiting for official word. And yeah, Wissa has signed. I think he's signed a 4-year deal with Newcastle, which I think is very good business.
Love it
for you lot. But ST, I agree with you. I think that from Chelsea, I think they've done very good business. But at the same time, that goalkeeper situation, that centre back situation, is a problem for them, which is why they'll be in a top for race. But when you look at the outgoings, because you mentioned them, bro, I couldn't even write it down. That's how many there are. It's ridiculous. I was going to pick out some. You got Petrovic going to Bournemouth, 25 million. Obviously, Kepa's gone to Arsenal. We mentioned that. Marmadou's gone to Arsenal. João Felix gone Al Nassr, 43 mil. Keenan Dewsbury Hall at Everton for 29 mil. Okuchuku has gone to Burnley for 23 mil. Broha Burnley.
Chukwuemeka.
20 mil. Renato Vega's gone Villarreal, 26 mil. Chukwuemeka's gone Borussia Dortmund, 24 mil. Alfie Gilchrist, 12 mil. 1.2 mil to West Brom. And obviously Nkuku going to AC Milan, 36 mil.
Yeah,
so they've managed to move on a lot of players. But the biggest one is Nicholas Jackson. It has been a saga because they pushed him out, said you can go. It was agreed with Bayern that a loan deal was going to be in place with an obligation to buy. Then it collapsed because Leon Delap got injured. Jackson and his agent said, we ain't leaving, the plane doesn't go backwards. And then all of a sudden today, deadline day, it's back on, and now they've got him on loan. Bayern Munich have got him on loan, 15 mil with obligation to buy for 56.25 mil, altogether coming up to 70 million pounds for Nicholas Jackson. When I tell you the criminality of this deal, when I tell you our German correspondent in our group chat needs to answer for these crimes, bruv, because honestly, this guy is crap, bruv. I don't know how this guy has managed, but you have to respect Chelsea, because the one thing that obviously we know, obviously how annoying Cooking with Rash is, but you have to respect Chelsea because they get these deals done. But this is criminal from Bayern Munich. I don't care how desperate you are. They should have went for Lookman. Lookman was the better deal for them.
Yeah, Lookman
from Atalanta. Bro, 15 million for a loan fee is ridiculous, bro. And then the fact that you're going to pay Chelsea 70 million. Nicholas Jackson, I think, what did they pay? Like 35 million for him or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Like, this is ridiculous for Bayern Munich. I know they're desperate because they need a replacement just in case anything happens to Harry Kane. And obviously, Musiala's out injured, unfortunately. But, bro, honestly, superb business by Chelsea. Criminal from Bayern Munich. Criminal from Bayern Munich, bruv.
Listen, Chelsea are money laundering. I don't even care.
100%. Them deals with Strasbourg that they got going on is crazy. Oh, yeah, Ben Chilwell's gone to Strasbourg on loan.
He's gone there.
Yeah, he's gone there as well, bruv. Like, they got like, bro, the business that they did with the Brighton players. What are the name? The two Brighton wingers that they brought in.
Morte.
Yeah.
And Buonanotte, and who's the other one? I forgot.
Yeah, the other one. I think the other one's gone on loan to Strasbourg as well. So it's like, bro, Chelsea need to be looked into for these criminal deals, bruv. But listen, at the end of the day, they've done good business, bruv. You can't say that their transfer window hasn't been good, bruv. 100%. ST, let's move on to a team that never normally spends money, but it looks like they've strengthened, obviously winning the Europa League last season and being in the Champions League has done it for him. But Tottenham, there was a long time. Like, people tend to forget that Danso and Tell were loans that were made permanent. So they bought Danso in for 20 mil, Tell for 29.9 mil. That's happened this season. But obviously getting Kudus in for 55 million, which I think is a great signing. João Paulinho on loan is a great signing.
That's a very good signing. Yeah,
and then, bro, they've been hijacked a lot. Obviously, Gibbs White telling them no, he's staying at Nottingham Forest. Obviously, the Eze deal not going through. Bro, but it looks like they hijacked Chelsea for Xavi Simons, who I think is a great deal for him at 51 million pounds, bro. Like, I think that youth is talented. And then that, Jay giving Tottenham, not allowing us to do the deal that we wanted to do. And now Kolo Muani is on loan at Tottenham. So when you look at that ST, you look at the signings, Spurs have done some good business. I think expressions will be delighted.
I can't lie. I don't want to say too much, but let's just say a certain government in the Middle East is giving man money in it. So and and he's spending it. Alright, listen, he's done his thing in it. What can I say? Yeah, Tottenham. Honestly, the signings that they've done, I have to give them credit. Yeah, I didn't expect them to spend that much money, but you know what? When you do get the Champions League money and all the revenue that comes from their club, you would expect Levy to save it up, pocket it. I don't know what that guy does, but
Yeah,
he
we
spends it
all
on.
we all know what that is, bro. Obviously, we can't say it, but we all know what
Yeah,
that is,
yeah,
bro. With
yeah,
Levy,
yeah,
bro. Like
yeah, yeah,
enough said,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
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 we
yeah,
can't get
yeah, yeah. We
cancelled.
know, we know.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
long as two stays on mute, we'll be all right, bro. But nice. Look. It looks decent for them. I'm not saying that. I I I think they're in a top six race. I think
Yeah, I
they're in
do.
a top six race. I think that Kolo Muani is a good deal. I know people see him as clumsy. People will have him as the guy that missed a sitter in the World Cup final. But bro, he came to us, Juventus, on loan. He should have been with us again, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. And he did all right for us. He's different to what they've got in terms
Yes,
of obviously he's lanky, bit languid style. But it's another option for them, obviously, because Richarlison can play out wide as long as through the middle. Obviously, they've got Dominic Solanke as well. Javi Simons, they needed a replacement in the 10 because Madison got injured. Kulu's been injured as well. Kudus obviously could fill that role, and both of those guys can play anywhere across the front three as well as in the 10. Obviously, João Paulinho, I think, is a good signing for him. I really
that's
do.
a very good signing.
Just to
Very underrated.
strengthen their midfield because obviously you had Sarr. Bentancur's been injured, got injured a lot last season. So to have
Basuma's going
Paulinho
out,
in,
I think.
yeah, no, Basuna's not leaving, but obviously
Oh, he's not
he's
leaving.
been. Remember, he got in trouble because he was late too many
Yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Um,
I thought he was linked with Galatasaray.
nah. As far as I'm aware, that deal hasn't gone through. And then obviously,
Oh,
Tel
you're
and
fair.
Danso who were there last season, so they have done good, some decent business. I have to say for Spurs. I do think it's a top six race for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting because obviously they got off to a flyer, obviously beating Burnley at home, and then obviously winning away at City. But they always win against Manchester City, but they're losing to Bournemouth, so you can still see the Spursy is in them. But I think these deals that they've done are good deals. And listen, let's see, where do you see Spurs finishing um, in this season? Do you think they're in the top six race, or is it too difficult to jump from what is it like 16th to or 17th to fifth and sixth?
I think the top six race you can say is genuine for them. I do think they've strengthened in the right places. Paulinho is a very astute signing, honestly, and obviously Kudus as well because both of them have played in the league and they understand the league. They know what to do. They perform well in the league, and I think they're going to be very good signings. Xavi Simons, yeah, the creativity is what I think Tottenham have been lacking, so it's a very good signing. And they've got strength and depth in midfield. Defensively, I'm not really worried about Tottenham because I do think Mickey Van der Ven, if fit, is very good.
Yeah,
And
Ramiro as well. I know he's a
yeah, we play
hothead, but
Ramiro.
when he's
Yeah,
fitting on his
we
game,
play
he's pretty good.
yeah, yeah. I think overall, and obviously I like Jed Spence. Jed Spence is he's an old school right back. I like
Mm,
him. I think
mm,
he's very good.
mm.
But yeah, no, I think Tottenham look good. But as you said, because of the inconsistencies that they still have, they still got quite a few young players and stuff like that. I still think it's gonna be like a top six race. I do think they'll finish like sixth because of that, but it's a big jump. But you see the mentality that he had. They've gotten rid of the manager who wasn't helping them with the system. I think the new manager they have is playing Premier League proven football.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows he's trying to get the best out of these players and playing them to their strengths. And I think because of him and the investment that Levy's made and the astute signings that they've made, I think that Tottenham will be a force to reckon with. They're going to get a lot of really good wins that we expect that, wow, it's Tottenham. Why are you winning against these players? But because of their inconsistency, I do think they'll finish like fifth or sixth. But I do think they've got enough to finish in Europe. So, yeah, good business by Levy.
Yeah,
What can I
it
say?
is. Yeah, that is, and we'll see how Spurs get on. Obviously, ST, we don't really need to go into United and who they've brought in, but in terms of outgoings,
We
obviously,
definitely, this is what we've all been waiting for, bruv.
nah, we don't. We've already done it. We've already done it. We've already, literally already done
But we
it.
need to hear it again, bro.
Oh, fair enough. Anthony's gone.
Obviously, Anthony's gone 25 mil with a sell-on clause. Sancho's officially confirmed he's gone out on loan to Aston Villa.
Villa. Yeah.
Rashford on loan to Barcelona with an option to buy 30 mil. Obviously, we released Eriksen, Evans, and Lindelof. Crap Nachos. Lindelof has gone to Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Crap Nacho, obviously, at Chelsea, 40 mil, plus we got a 10% sell-on fee.
Hoyland's at
And
Napoli.
then the Acne Allen Smith has gone to Napoli on loan with.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, it's been officially confirmed with a obligation, well, sort of obligation to buy. So basically, what it is that if Napoli get in the Champions League, they will have to buy Hoyland. The package works out to be like £40 million. But if Napoli don't qualify for the Champions League, then they don't have to. There's no obligation for them to buy, and I think Napoli need him. Obviously, knowing that Lukaku is out for a while for them. But ST, when we look at that, bro, when we look at what a lot of these players came in for and what we've let them go for, it is criminal. It's the problem with Manchester United, is that we're always buying players overvalue, and we know what it is. It's the desperation of Man United because of how bad we are. It's the Man United tax because it's Manchester United coming in for them. The fact that we leave a lot of these deals to lastminute.com as well. Like, we bought Anthony for 80 million, we've let him go for 25. Sancho got bought in for 75 million. At most, he's going to go for 25 million. Rashford's pure profit. Garnacho's pure profit. But even when you look at Hoyland got bought in for 75 mil, and Napoli are only obliged to pay 40 million for him. It's the same thing with us. We're always wasting money on these players. And a lot of people will have their theories and say it's because you keep changing manager and blah, blah. I think it's just down to the fact that it's poor recruitment, poor bargaining, and us constantly being desperate for players because of our performances in the league. It is absolutely ridiculous that we're hemorrhaging money. Bear in mind that we're in how much debt we are in the first place. So the fact that we're losing money on players, look, I'll give credit where credit's due. In years gone by, we would have kept these players until their contracts ran out, and we would have lost money anyway. So at least we're cutting our losses, but it needs to stop. This is why I'm under the impression that they are buying players that, no matter who the manager is, are going to fit into whatever system they want to play. And that's where we've got to go going forward. That's what the Manchester Cities do of this world. That's what the Liverpools do of this world. They buy players to, no matter what manager comes in, they fit the system. We've got to stop leaking money, bruv. And just giving money and bruv, building fucking new training grounds for fucking Leicester, giving them 80 million for Harry Maguire. Teams are taking us for mugs because we're desperate. It's ridiculous, bro, when I look at it. But we've got them out the door, ST. So is it a positive or is it a negative?
I'm happy with the outgoings of the club. I'm happy with the ingoings of the club. It's just that because everything is so bad, we still won't see the benefits of it truly until, to be honest, later towards the season because of this fucking manager. But anyway, it's another issue. That's the video. Yeah, anyway, but yeah, no. So what Manchester United have done, yeah, I do love the fact that they're getting the Deadwood out and they're doing it swiftly. I like the fact that the signings that they brought in, I'm generally happy with a lot of the signings that they brought in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand a lot of them are Premier League proven, which I'm happy about.
Mm-hmm.
They've done well in the Premiership, and we weakened the relegation teams around us. You know,
Mm-hmm.
If I'm
Yep.
being very
Wolves,
honest.
Brentford.
Brentford, yep. And yeah, you know what? At least Man United are thinking long term, which I'm happy about. So I have to give Ineos credit in that, but we still got a long way to go. We're and to answer your question, because I know you're going to ask this, Man United, we've said it before, Man United ain't finishing in the top six.
Nah, bro.
We ain't getting Europe. Let's be
Listen,
real, we're not.
no Europe. I think if we were to finish 8th or 9th, I think it would
I'll
be
be
a
happy with that.
positive. I think
Yeah,
it'd be a big positive, and it just depends on how long this manager lasts, whether or not we can finish 8th or 9th in the league.
yeah,
But at this moment in time, we're not qualifying for Europe, especially because ST obviously on deadline day we've brought in a new goalkeeper. Le Mans has come from Royal Antwerp. I am not happy about this deal. I wanted Emi Martinez. I wanted someone that was Premier League proven, was a presence in goal, had the personality to be at Manchester United, and could deal with the ups and the downs, but have the command of his box and the command of, obviously, in this case, the back five. And it would make the back five less nervous having him there. I think bringing this young kid in, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he's a bum, but I'm saying that especially that goalkeeper shirt at Manchester United, because we have a history of not getting goalkeepers right. I mean, when you look at Manchester United, you're looking at Peter Schmeichel, Van der Sar, and to a lesser extent, but he was there for long enough, David De Gea. When you look at all the goalkeepers we've had in between, this is where we never seem to get it right. And the problem that I have for this kid in is that shirt is heavy. And the first mistake that this kid makes, the headlines are going to be, why did Manchester United bring this kid in? We didn't know anything about him. Emi Martinez was available and wanted to come to us, and we didn't take advantage. Why didn't we go for Donnarumma? We know why we didn't go for Donnarumma, because what Manchester United have done in this transfer window is that they've always agreed personal terms before putting bids in for players. And they probably went to Donnarumma. Donnarumma just probably saw Man United call and started laughing, and then just pressed end call because you weren't interested, because obviously Manchester City having Pep, being in the Champions League, and obviously could potentially be challenging for major honours, you wouldn't want to go to a Man United. But I'm not happy with the deal. If this kid was coming in with Martinez, I'd take it. Number two, learn from Martinez, understand how the league works, understand what it is to play for a Premier League side, and in 1 and 2 years' time, he will take the shirt, and then we were to offload Onana and Bayende. I'd be happy with that. But this kid coming in and being the number one, bro, the jury is out for me on him more than it is out on Sesko. And that's not because I think the kid is crap, but because I think that 1 or 2 mistakes and he'll be in the same bracket as Onana, same bracket as Bayende, and then the talk will be, look, United have gone and wasted money on another player again.
that's fair. Listen, I can't deny of anything you said. Don't get me wrong. I do think, and we were speaking about this off air.
Yeah.
I do think Martinez is prone to mistakes as well.
Yeah.
However, as you said, his personality would suit Man United, because that guy, one thing I'll say about him, his confidence doesn't waver.
Yeah.
And he knows what it is to play under pressure. You know,
And he knows the mind games and the dark arts as well. And
yeah,
you've got a keeper that will command his box and come for crosses and all the rest of it.
yeah.
And I think that's the only thing for me. Like, those are the things that ticks the boxes. I'm not saying he would have been the long term, but at least for 2 seasons, at least we wouldn't have to worry about a goalkeeper. Now we're on edge, and I hope that I'm wrong and this kid comes in and he hits the ground running and has a good season, a good time for the rest of the season. But I'm just fearful that we're gonna be here. ST. Remember, when we go back, we've got City at home. I'm not City away. We've got Chelsea at home. Do you know what I mean? I think, and we've got to go away to Brentford as well. Bro, one mistake from this kid, and bro, he's in problems. So it's a bit of a mad one. But as you said, in terms of overall, ST, I think for us overall, let's take the fact manager out and what we think. I think if you would have said to us that awful day when we did the United Asylum and said that we would have signed 3 attackers, a potential a potential left back, and a goalkeeper, I think we would have seen, you and I both would have said you're absolutely crazy. And the caliber of player that we've signed, especially in attacking areas, well, I think we would have said these lot are crazy, bro. So I can't say that we haven't done good business, and I can't say it's not been a decent window. We know that we can't fix things all in one window. We wanted obviously a midfielder as well. But I think overall, when we look at it and the fact that we've got players out as well, I can't say it's been a bad window for us. It's been a decent window. Wouldn't say it's been a great window or good window, but I think it's been a decent window for us. I don't know how you feel.
It has been a decent window. I know we troll a lot and everything. We get frustrated with Man United, but for what I expected Man United to do, I didn't expect Man United to do this.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying that Man United are going to go and be the greatest.
No. We're still rubbish.
We're far from it, but it's a sign in the right direction. That's all I'm going to say.
100%. Tooth, you got anything to say in United, bro?
Yeah, go on. We know what he's going to say.
Domestic double this season for you, man, bro.
That's an idiot, bro.
Listen, these men are getting the Prem and the FA Cup, bro. I'm telling you. Mark my words.
Honestly, I don't know why I even asked you that question. I really don't know why.
Okay, let's clip this. Let's clip this.
Nah,
we'll get engagement for this.
Let's not clip this, bro, because it's not. Quickly, obviously, the biggest transfers around Europe. Zabrani to PSG from Bournemouth, 7 million. Huijsen from Bournemouth to Real Madrid, 50 million. Obviously, for Juve, welcome Jonathan David, bruv. Scored on his debut for us in the first game of the season for free from Lille. Great signing. A pen that I've been told can be good for us. I'm hoping so. ST, you said he's good. Why
he's
is he
good? So he's got a lot of pace. He's relatively skillful. A little bit inconsistent, but in the Italian league, I think he'll do well. I think he'll give a different dimension to Kolo Muani. He's better on the ball than Kolo Muani. Not as Jonathan David's going to be a finisher, but Openda will help in the attacking sense as well.
Yeah, we still got Vlahovic as well, who got us the winning goal on Sunday, so I can't complain. Osimhen from Napoli to Galatasaray was 63 million, and then obviously Bayern Munich getting Jonathan Tah for 30 million. I can't think of any other big deals that they were in terms of Europe. Obviously, Kanji could potentially go to Inter Milan. Nothing really.
Not huge.
Yeah, nothing huge in Europe, and I think that just goes to show the Premier League and the gap and why all these European clubs want the Super League, because the Premier League is the creme de la creme, and Premier League has all the money, and everyone else is just falling behind. But before we go, guys, obviously a video got taken down, but obviously we did make our top 6 predictions. We will have to do them again just because obviously it wasn't there before. But ST, will start with you. Transfer window now closed. Just to let you know, Sancho has gone on loan to Aston Villa. The Le Mans has been confirmed as well. Still waiting on a couple other deals to go through. But bro, more or less we know what's happening this season. Bro, top 6. What are you telling me? From 6 to 1?
Oh, from 6 to 1. So 6th, Tottenham. 5th, Newcastle. 4th, Chelsea. 3rd, City. 2nd, Arsenal. 1st, Liverpool.
Which is fair. It's fair. 2, what are you telling me?
I'm going. What, are we starting from 6?
Yeah.
Straight up. 6, Arsenal. 5, City. Yeah. 3, Chelsea.
You got 4, bro.
Oh, sorry. 4, Chelsea. 3, Liverpool. 2, Newcastle. 1, Man United.
This guy is just unbelievable, bruv. Bruv, we want your serious top 6, bruv. Not this nonsense, bruv.
Cool. 6, I'm going to go
with it's tough. I don't want to put Newcastle 6, bro. So I'm going to put Chelsea 6. I know.
Ross.
I know.
Ross.
Chelsea 6.
Ross.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
Chelsea
I hope
goes
so.
to...
I mean, I hope so. I really do.
Chelsea goes 6. I don't want to put Newcastle 5th, yeah? So I'm going to go with... So hold on. Fuck, I forgot all the teams in the league right now, bro. I have brain fart.
Bro, you're probably looking... Look.
All right, hold on. Who we got? We got City, we got Arsenal, we got Liverpool, Chelsea,
Spurs,
Newcastle,
Tottenham,
Villa. Cool.
Brighton, Forest.
yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool. All right, 6, I'm going to go with Chelsea. 5, I'm going to go with Spurs. All right. I like Thomas Frank. I think he will do bits at Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well.
4, Newcastle. 3, City. 2, Arsenal. 1, Liverpool.
Fair. Which is fair. That's a fair.
Chelsea 6 though. I hope so. Because
So
fucking
do I.
Rash, he needs to be humbled.
Yeah, 100%.
6 will be lovely for Chelsea, bro.
Oh, 100%, bro. Not even that 8th, but it's not gonna happen. 6. Newcastle. 5th. Spurs. 4th.
Just gonna put City 4th.
City.
Yeah, I knew it. 3rd Chelsea.
3rd Chelsea. 2nd Liverpool. 1st Arsenal.
You think Arsenal win it? Ooh, listen, truth.
This is me trying to will it into existence, bro, because I can't have Liverpool having 21. Look, don't get me wrong, I have Liverpool as favourites, but I'm gonna go with Arsenal. I'm gonna go with Arsenal, but I do have Liverpool as the favourites. But I gotta go with Arsenal, bro. I can't have Liverpool getting 21 titles, bro. Can't let it happen. But yeah, quickly, guys, before we go, I know we need to wrap up. We've been on for a minute. Who do you think's in trouble now? In terms of, obviously, I know we did our relegation on the other one, but now looking at the transfer window and all the players that have gone, your relegation free, has it changed or are you keeping it the same? ST, what are you telling me?
West Ham are in trouble, you know.
I don't think they are. I think once Potter goes, I think they'll be fine.
Oh, but actually, yeah. It depends how long Potter stays.
And Paquette is staying as well. Paquette is staying, so.
Oh yeah, that's important. Yeah.
And obviously, but the result they got on the weekend, away at Nottingham Forest, was massive for Graham Potter.
Yeah, it was a good result. But apart from that, I think Wolves are seriously I think Wolves have got problems.
So who you got relegated? Who's your 3 getting relegated?
Burnley are going. Wolves are going. Who's the other one? Leeds are going.
Fair.
I think watching Sunderland, I think buying Xhaka and everything else was a good. I know.
Bro, they got Robbery. They got Robbery from Ajax as well, and it's not been confirmed.
Got him as well.
It's not been confirmed, but more or less they've got him, bro. So, bro, Sunderland have spent money in this window. They've spent money in this window.
And they spent what? Isidore is a good player as well. They got the Mayenda who I've seen in a lot in their leagues.
Didn't they get in Adingra as well? Sunderland.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, from Brighton. Yeah, bro.
So they bought astute signings and buying Xhaka. I'll be honest, is a masterstroke because he's gonna do well for them.
Yeah, he's got the mentality. So what did you? Yeah, so you said Leeds, Burnley, and
Leeds,
Wolves.
Wolves, yes.
Okay. Tooth, what are you telling me? I know what you're gonna say, but
Man's gonna say Sunderland with the
no, I
lowest
was gonna
points
say Sunderland
ever.
Leeds. I don't know. I feel probably say the three that come up, or three that go down.
Proper. Sunderland Leeds. But I'm hoping West Ham or Everton fuck off. You know what I mean? One of these two boys need to fuck off, bro.
Oh, yeah. Bro, and Moyes has started well at Everton, bro, with Captain
No,
Jack as
my
well.
boy,
Captain Jack, 4 assists
my
in
boy
3
in
games,
that.
yeah?
You see what my boy in that is doing as well, bro. It's the
Yeah,
season, bro.
that is, bro. Yeah, he's good. But yeah, Captain Jack, 4 assists in 3 games, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Dead
That,
food, bro. They need to go.
that's what happens when you don't when you play with freedom and not
Bro,
in
that's
a
not.
stupid
I'm
system.
telling you, bro. You should never went City, bro. We should have left after the
Yeah,
treble, bro.
yeah.
For me, I'm looking at it differently, bro. For me, I agree. Burnley are gonna go down. I agree. Wolves are gonna go down. ST. But, bro, I really fear for Brentford, bro. I really fear for Brentford, bruv. Losing Thomas Frank, losing Norgard, losing Mbuemo, losing
With
Vissa,
Vissa.
bro. Like I think they're in trouble. What I will say is I'm gonna go with UST, Burnley, Leeds, and Wolves. But I really fear for Brentford with the
They were in my head.
with the
Yeah.
players that they've lost. I understand what you mean by West Ham, but I think they've got enough talent to not be involved in a relegation battle. But yeah, I do fear for Brentford, but I'm gonna agree with your call of Burnley, Leeds, and Wolves to go down. Wolves are in massive trouble. Finally,
Because
guys,
Sunderland,
finally,
I'm impressed
yeah, Sunderland have done well. Finally, guys, signing of the transfer window.
so far. Or you
So
reckon?
far, it's done, bro. They're not doing any more.
I mean, no. What I mean is,
The
for what
sign.
we've seen
Who do
of
you
them.
think is going to be the signing of the? What's the signing of the transfer window? Brother, it could be a big one. It could be some shrewd business. It could be anything.
Obviously, I'm not. I'm gonna go somewhere. Not. I'm not gonna be obvious because the Beatles ones would say Isak, Ekatike, and all these stuff. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
vets.
Xhaka. I'm going to
Yeah,
say Xhaka. I'm going to say Xhaka for Sunderland. I'll be honest. That's a smart. Either him or Paulinho. Those two, because
mm,
it's shrewd,
yeah.
the
Yeah, no one
experience.
expected it. No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's out of left field. Tooth, what are you telling me?
Oh, definitely BMW, Mercedes Benz out here, bruv. You get me, bruv? Audi, Volkswagen, bruv. That's me all day long, bruv. Watch him tear it up, bruv. I'm telling you, watch him tear it up, bruv.
Bro, I'm waiting to see this guy, bro. 'Cause I've never seen him play, so I don't know what to
I've seen him
expect.
play in the under 21s. He's a good player. He's talented for someone of that height. If I'm being honest, I've seen him play. He's good.
Rah, bruv. Man, them are saying he is the reincarnation of Mario Gomez, bruv.
Bruv, better
Yes,
than that.
bruv.
Bruv, listen, yeah. Gerd Muller, Thomas Muller, Muller from Broadwalk Empire, fucking Muller Yogurt. All of the Mullers, bruv. He's better than all of them, bruv. I'm
Man
telling
saying
you.
Brat versus Ibrahimovic, bro. That's what it is.
Man
Literally.
said
Straight up, bruv.
Bratwurst Ibrahimovic, bruv. Oh my
I'm telling you, bruv.
days, bruv. Oh my days.
What are you saying, TJ? What's
For
your
me,
summer signing?
I think Isak. I think Isak is going to be a sign in the transfer window. But I like what ST did in terms of the shrewd business. And I think that when I think about everything and all the teams of what we said, I'm just going through it in my head. Bar Isak, I think the signing of the transfer window could possibly be Eze for Arsenal.
Oh
I
yeah.
think Eze for
Al-
Arsenal.
Also, I need to honorable mention needs to go to João Pedro because I think João Pedro
Yeah,
was a good
João Pedro
signing
for
as well.
Chelsea is a good signing as well.
Yeah,
But I think
yeah.
Isak, yeah, but I think Eze for Arsenal, that Stardust could be the one. But listen, people, we need to wrap up. Listen, it's been a long show. Man, them stamina for days, bro. But people, let us know what you think about the comment section. Let us know what you think about the British transfer record of Alexander Isak. Does that put Liverpool over the top? Is it just a formality now for the title race? Let us know what you think about that. Other signings, not forgetting that they signed Florian Wirtz, 116 million as well. Liverpool have spent bread. Let us know what you think about Newcastle signings. Obviously, bringing in Ante Alanga. Obviously, bringing in the Bratwurst Ibrahimovic. Bro. Where is that even come from, bro? Obviously, Vorsprung Dutch technique. In Nick Johan Vissa, bro. Where is he from? Congo.
Congo.
The Congolese. The
in
Congolese.
Taba and that, yeah?
Bruv, Congolese Jermaine Defoe, bruv. Let us know what you think about him. Let us know what you think about City. Obviously, Reinders coming in. Obviously, Shirky and all them, man. Let us know what you think about Chelsea and their business with their 1,500 million players that are on loan and the illegal dealings that they seem to be doing with their sister club, Strasbourg. But obviously, they've made some good signings in João Pedro, Gittins. Let us know what you think about Tottenham. Tottenham doing some brilliant business. Xavi Simons, Kolo Muani on loan, obviously bringing in Kudus, João Paulinho. Let us know what you think about... Someone is missing in my head, bro. Who have I not said? Yeah, let us know what you think about United. Obviously, they made some signings too. And obviously, let us know what you think about the international signings if we haven't said anything as well. Obviously, and Bayern Munich and their criminal signing of Nicholas Jackson, bro. We're not going to forget that one. We're not going to get for that one. And people, let us know what you think in terms of your top 4, top 6. We want to see that as well. Your signing of the season and who you think is going to get relegated. We want to hear from you. And as usual, before we go, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up at the same time. Share. We are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. Want to say thank you very much to my guys, ST and Tooth, as usual. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
No problem. But what a show. What a show.
Proper, bro.
People, look.
Can't wait for the next transfer window, bro.
January, yeah?
Bro, January, bro. We're back again in January, bro. People, listen, transfer window is closed. That is it. All the teams have done their business. So it's now onward and forward. Obviously, international break now, but once it comes back, it's onwards and forwards to full steam ahead. All the leagues will be going full pelt. People, listen, public service announcement. We have got a massive week coming up next week. That is it from us for this week. We have got a massive week coming up next week. It's not going to be one show. It's not going to be 2 shows. 3 shows is going to be so much content. We will have Footie Chat. It will be back as we preview the Manchester Derby along with some other games as well and look ahead to the Champions League. We will be back with these two 100% for the big fight. Canelo versus Crawford. You know boxing talk's going to be. You're not going to want to miss that boxing talk. And obviously, as I said, we've got our combat sports connoisseur in Tooth and our encyclopedia of boxing knowledge in ST. You know these men will be back for that. And not just that, people. You know ST and I will be back for our favourite podcast.
Oh, yes.
Athletics Talk will be back as we preview the Athletics World Championships as well. So not 1, people, not 2, 3 shows next week for you. We're going to be putting in that work. So make sure that you join us for that. This is why we're taking the rest of the week off, because we've got to prepare for all of that content next week, people. So listen, we have all of that for you. So make sure you stay in tune. We cannot wait. But people, listen, stay safe out there. Be safe. Enjoy the international break. And we shall see you very, very soon. Peace.
Peace.